Lila spotted a monkey sitting on a tree branch holding something shiny. She realized the monkey had taken her jewelry. She quickly ran to the tree and placed a ripe banana on the ground. A hungry animal dropped the golden chain and grabbed the fruit. Lila was happy to have her valuable item back and decided to keep it in a safe place from then on. Okay, are these the tricky ones or are these the tricky ones? Yeah. Okay, so we've got what happened to Lila's jewelry. And the answers, options that are answers. It was stolen by thieves, was misplaced in her home, an animal.
It was stolen by thieves. It was
Where was the woman when her ornament disappeared? In the market, outside fetching something, or sleeping? Who did Lila ask for information? An elderly friend, a wise teacher, a family member. What did the monkey drop when it got food? A piece of treasure, a small gift, a lost item. And where did Lila decide to store her valuable possession? In a safe place, under a locked door, with a trusted person. Okay. So, as adults and older English learners, how easy is it for you, as you are now, to answer those questions? Which one? Yeah, can answer them pretty well. Maybe most of them?
no.
Okay. So why is it like that? Why is your hand like that? Why? Some questions are hard.
Options are not according to the text.
Yes. Some options are hard, they're not according to the text. Okay. Could we make these questions easier? Is there any way we could make these questions easier to understand, simpler? What do we reckon?
If you explain to the children
Yeah?
according to the question, maybe they will understand the answer. They
Yes.
will be able to give the answer.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
I am explaining them properly, the meaning of the words, each words of the text, they will understand the question, what is the question is asking.
Yes.
So it depends on the teacher how the teacher is explaining the text.
Yes. Yes, it does. It just depends on how the teacher explains the text, how the teacher explains the questions, or the answers. Okay? We could do the same text with a set of much simpler questions. They are exactly the same question,
What
but
happened
they
to
are
English?
better worded.
Okay.
They are more consistent
Then
with the
similar
text.
to the text.
What happened to Lila's necklace? A monkey took it.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay? What happened to Lila's jewelry? An animal took it.
Yes.
There's a level of, we would call it ambiguity. It could be, I don't know. Where was Lila when her necklace disappeared? Oh, she was fetching water. Where was the woman when her ornament disappeared? Outside
That's
fetching
right.
something? No. That question is much more clear. Students will be able to answer that with much more ease. Who did Lila ask for help? Her neighbour. Who did Lila ask for information? An elderly friend, a wise teacher, a family member. Okay? The question is worded in a much easier way. What did the monkey drop when it took the fruit? Well, it dropped Lila's necklace. Whereas here, a piece of treasure, a small gift, or a lost item. It could be all three. Lost item is the right one, but it could be all three, because a piece of treasure, it's a treasure necklace, it's a golden necklace. Okay? That answer, much clearer, much more consistent. And lastly, where did Lila decide to store her necklace? In a safe place. Okay? Keep it in a safe place.
Safe
Using
place.
words from the text in the answer. Okay? We're not going to
Strain.
Okay?
Stretch.
So here's just 2 or 3 practical ways. You need to ask me to slow down or speak up, or you need something translated. Please just ask. Don't worry, please ask. I would rather make myself completely understood than have you miss something. So I'm going to have a look with you at using how we can use English language to communicate and teach within the classroom. We're going to have a little look at ways to make it easier and more consistent, which will help students learn. English is hard. It's a very tricky language, but hopefully with some of the things that I'll show you, it will make your lives easier and the students. So before we go into all the bits, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. So my name is Sam, and in England I am a primary teacher, I'm a writer, and I'm a storyteller. So I spend a lot of my time in front of a computer writing and in front of a classroom talking. My family is very small. There are only 4 of us. 5 if you include Tess. Who is of course my partner here. But it's myself, my brother, my mum, and my dad. So there's just the 4 of us. Very small family. I live in London, in the UK, which is very, very, very busy. I think it's 9 times larger than Kathmandu. There's 9 million people in London, so it's just noisy and busy all the time. But I always make sure to find time for my hobbies, which are reading. I really enjoy reading books, exploring new places. So this, for example, coming to Nepal and exploring Nepal. And I enjoy cycling on a bike. And that's me. Fairly simple being, really. Me. So, this is what we're going to cover today. 3 main points is what we're going to be looking at and exploring today. Why keeping English consistent is important. How to use simple English every day and in every lesson. And how to become more confident in using English more regularly. Okay? Any questions before we start?
No.
Okay. So, why is English important in the classroom? Why is English important in the classroom? Question for you. Why is it important?
Because to communicate.
Yeah, to communicate. But why use English and not?
English is an international language.
It's an international language.
Globalization.
Yes, it's an international language. It's spoken all over the world. Pardon?
Globalization.
Yes. Okay. So most countries in the world, English is understood. It's an international language. Okay. So I'm going to ask you every now and again during the session, I'm going to ask you a question. Oh,
It hasn't come.
it's gone away. However, it's all right. We can work with it. So I'm going to ask you a question, and it will be based around how confident you are. you use the right word and you pronounce it and say it correctly. Just like we were doing earlier with retrieve.
Retrieve.
Okay? Retrieve.
Position.
So, if there is a word that the students may get confused around, tell them about it. Okay? Teach them about it.